Funimation's trending upward, but it's not for the right reasons. Anyone who watched Nick Rekieta's stream last night from the first hour on would know that Sean Schemmel, Mockery Hall, Chris Sabat, and I guess to a lesser extent Cynthia Krantz and Chris Rager, all got caught doing, I guess you could say, audio porn. And those on KickVic just want to sweep it under the rug. Well, I say, you can crap on that! Crap on that! Saying, it's parody. Crap on it! And I bring it up to Yuki Matsuzuki, or whatever his name was, the Japanese kid, voice actor, who brought this up. And what he filed and showed on Twitter spread like wildfire, and is showing how much of a bunch of sick dogs those on the KickVic side of the coin have proven to be. And it disgusts me. Some may say this was played up for laughs. No. This is played up for insanity's sake. Let's face it, through this past 8 months, 7 or so months, Funimation has lacked unity on the inside. The bulk of Funimation may be unified on the out to keep Vic out, but what was once a group that was created for the benefit of the whole has devolved into a bureaucracy. Has now a company that worked for the benefit of the whole has devolved into a bureaucracy intent on keeping things stuffed under the rug and swept under their more crooked dealings swept under the rug. At this point, the noise cannot be ignored anymore. Things in Funimation are not fine, and they're not going to be fine until next week when the affidavits, the TCPA movement, and the trials finally take place, at least. I want this case done in 6 months, with Vic found innocent and Funimation found guilt within the next 6 months. With Vic being found innocent of his crimes or lack thereof, and Funimation found guilty, with Vic being found innocent of his crimes or lack thereof, and Vic being found guilty. Let me retry that. With Vic being found innocent of all the crimes they say he's committed or lack thereof, and Funimation found guilty of all the crimes they've committed. Ron Toye especially being want his ass thrown behind bars. And I want his ass thrown behind bars where it belongs. And while most people will not agree with what I'm saying, especially those on KickVic who won't agree with me, but if KickVic wants to view those on ISWV as zealots, fine, we're zealots. But better a zealot fighting for the truth than a bunch of bureaucratic hypocrites who want to keep themselves indulged in their own lies. Funimation, you snakes, you brood of vipers, how do you plan to escape the condemnations of hell? Being condemned to hell. I got a question to ask you, Funimation, and this is to the company, these KickVic actors. Though I could say this would go to Funimation, this could be used to call out Funimation as a whole. As a whole. Snakes, brood of vipers, how will you escape being condemned to hell? Matthew 23:33. A simple enough question. How do you plan to escape being condemned to hell for what you've done? Or the bulk of you, how do you plan to escape the condemnations of hell? Do the bulk of you plan to escape hell's condemnation, to escape damnation? Woe to you, Funimation, and voice actors, the bulk of you anyway, and executives, you hypocrites! For you strain in a gnat, but you swallow a camel. You clean the outside of the cup and the dish, but on the inside, you guys are full of greed and self-indulgence. Clean first the inside of the cup and dish, and then the outside will also be clean! Matthew 23, 24, and 25. I mean, 24 through 26, I should say. Seriously, Funimation, you're not funny anymore. You should be watching for how Toei Animation reacts to this BS you've pumped out. And the good Lord knows justice will be done against you. For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, but those who humble themselves will be exalted. You want to come at me for calling you out? Go ahead. But God has not given me the spirit of fear. He's given me a spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. For greater is He that's in me than a brood of vipers. Than the brood of vipers. I mean, than he that's in the brood of vipers. I'm calling out. The lone exceptions, within Funny's own office as far as I know, are Chuck Huber, Todd Abercorn, Lucy Christian, Chris Aries, Kyle Hebert, when he pops up every now and then, Johnny Young Bosch, Jeremy Lee, Laura Bailey. Again, in Bailey's case, much like with Johnny, when they pop up. Eric Vale, Troy Baker, and so forth. Because I stand with Vic now, then, and forever. God bless. Like, comment on the video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Mets2128 signing out. Goodbye, and good night. Bang!